Hey, you guys, it is your girl, Cheetah sister. Up in the building, it's your girl. It's your girl, Kiaviel, up in the building, looking very cheetah-licious, if I do say so myself. I absolutely love this turtleneck, and I'm not even a turtleneck type of gal, but this one was just giving. If you guys watched my, H&M video from a while ago, you'll know that I tried this on. Maybe I took that home with me, because this is giving very much feline, queen of the jungle type of vibes, and I'm absolutely here for it. I love it. Look how cute. I'm cute. I don't care what you say in the comment section, because some of y'all be disrespectful. Don't think I don't see it, but I done seen it, and I done had to block a couple of y'all. But listen, I feel like I look pretty today, so I'ma roll with the punches, okay? So today we're gonna chit chat about a couple of topics. So the first topic is, should you disrespect your man in public or your woman in public? I was watching a video. Not even watching a video. I've seen more than videos. I've actually seen people do this in real life where, they're having a disagreement and they get really loud in public and they really make a scene. You hear them slapping each other, hitting each other and stuff like that. And I just be like, it's a no. It's a no for me. I don't understand how we got to this point to where you feel comfortable with doing this in public, even when people be on the phone. Granted, I guess phones are supposed to be private conversations. However, the way y'all be on these cell phones, baby, the whole universe is hearing your conversation. Chill out, please, shut up. That's me. I be like, please shut up. I don't want to hear it. I really hate how some people don't know how to talk on the phone in public. They be so loud, I can hear the whole conversation. I'm just like, listen, tone it down. You don't have to be that vibrant. You're talking on the phone, right? You're talking on the phone. But I always see this all the time where women, for the most part, it seems like you can always find them going off on a man in public, in front of people. You always do this. Why you I just don't understand it. I don't know if it's because of the introvert inside me that won't allow me to do that with my man. But I just be wondering, is that acceptable? Is that okay? Or does it depend on your relationship? I know some people have different strokes for different folks and all this other stuff. But I just feel like, I don't know. I'd rather get in an argument, you know, go back and forth with my spouse, in the car with the windows up. with the windows up, you know what I mean, or in the privacy of my own home. Now granted, I get certain things, when you have kids and stuff, they do something right there, you want to call them out right there on the spot so that they know what they did, and they be like, we ain't doing this, we nipping it in the butt right now. But should you really do that with your man? I feel like no. I don't know. Me personally, I feel like no. I don't feel like you should be yelling at your man in public, all that screaming and hollering on that phone in public with anybody. I feel like that's ridiculous. I feel like that's a no. Unless push come to shove and you really just had to go there. Even then, I would feel uncomfortable being disrespectful to my man like that in public to begin with. And I'm one of those people, I don't want to necessarily be disrespectful to you at all. Now, I will tell you how I feel. I'd be like, this isn't working. We need to fix this. I have let this go for this long. It is a no for me. But I feel like me personally, because I don't have the voice to scream and shout. And when I do, it sounds like it sounds annoying to me. So I know it would sound annoying to them. But I just personally feel like some stuff can just wait till we get to the car. You know what I mean? Some stuff can just wait till we get to the car. And I could be like, babe, listen, I don't like that. Let's not do this. You said that. I don't appreciate that. We not doing this. Mm-mm. I'm one of those people that I feel like even when I have kids, when stuff happens, I feel like I'm gonna be like, and they gonna catch on. They gonna catch on right there. I'm gonna just give a look mm, 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 mm. I feel like I'm gonna be the mama of expressions, okay? The mama of expressions, because I just feel like certain things are just unacceptable to do in public. However, like I said with kids, certain things you gotta call out right then so they know. I'm gonna get your butt right here, right now. You did it right here, right now. But I feel like when it comes to being adults and your man, there's a different way to take things. And the same thing with your woman. Like, I don't want to do something and I'm in public and my husband is just like yelling at me in front of everybody nonstop, not caring who's around, just going off at the mouth. I'd rather him be like, we gonna talk when we get to the car, okay? Let's not have this conversation here. Let's keep it appropriate. Let's keep our business, our business. But it seems like my generation and the younger generation now, they just like, we don't care. We don't care. I'm finna come for you right now. This very second. You did that. I don't like that. Don't do this. See, that's why your daddy listen, mm-mm. Mm-mm. And I don't want to beat around the bush with you, and I don't want to feel like I need to go into the chamber of secrets and throw stuff out at you from the past. Like, no, we're talking about this situation now. I don't like how you treated me here. I don't like this. I don't like how you did that. You looked at that woman just a little bit too long, baby. Okay, just a little bit. Let's focus on me, ooh, baby. Listen, I'm gonna try to be as sweet as I possibly can to get the point across, but I don't feel like necessarily yelling and screaming at each other in public is the thing. Plus, here's the thing. I also grew up in a two-parent household, and I have never ever, as I think even as a child to this point, I've never seen my parents argue out in the streets. Okay? They might be like, "Okay, we'll talk about it when we get home." I have a little conversation in the car, but it has never been like, you such from like across the way. Or I've never seen my mom like yelling at her cell phone at him, vice versa with my dad. Like, it's never been like that. So I feel like because I have that foundation built into me, that I have seen, I guess, what you would call a functioning relationship to some degree. I don't know the ins and outs of their relationship. You know what I mean? I know what I know, and I see what I see. So based off of that, I have always just taken away like, okay, so you don't do that. You don't cuss him out in front of his friends, in front of his family, because you're upset at the moment. You don't try to fight him just out in the street randomly or in the car, try to whack him in the head and stuff when you have a disappointment or disagreement or whatever. Like, I just never grew up seeing that. So when I see people do that, I'm just like, that's unacceptable. Like, I don't understand why you guys are acting like wild animals out here in these streets, but it doesn't work for me. But I'm not tripping, but I feel like I feel like certain stuff should just be private like that. The same thing goes for like if you have relationship problems and stuff. I feel like that's something that shouldn't necessarily be sprouted out amongst all of your friends and all of your family members and stuff like that, because people are different than you in your relationship. People don't know the real depths of your relationship, what you guys tolerate, what you guys don't tolerate. Everybody's tolerance level is different. You know what I mean? So I might be okay if my man comes home 30 minutes late. On the other hand, I could talk to my best friend and she'd be like, that is unacceptable. Where were you those last 30 minutes? You know what I mean? So there's two different things that are acceptable in a relationship to people. So I feel like to drag in friends to try to get their opinion and stuff like that sometimes it might not necessarily be the best thing. Plus, a lot of times they don't know what they're doing either. They don't know what they're doing either. Like, don't ask me for relationship advice when it comes to certain things, because I'd be like, bro, I didn't make it to that level. Like, I knew not to fight in public and stuff like that, and that kept everything peachy key in that category. But where we go up to certain levels of a relationship, I haven't reached that peak, so I can't speak on it. I don't try to speak on anything that I don't really know the depths of in that aspect of relationships. So I'm not your relationship advice go-to girl per se, but I do know for a fact that it is kind of just rude and just not a good look. I feel like no man wants a woman per se that wants drama in public with them. Like, no man wants their woman to be in front of the boys and she's calling him out of his name. You know what I mean? It's just certain things that just you should just know in the handbook. I know you're trying to, tease him a little bit or like get to that part that irks him so y'all can get down to the meat of the conversation and stuff like that. But sometimes that don't work. Sometimes that don't work. So when it comes to stuff like this, like I feel like it's not okay to fight with your man in public. Always keep that behind closed doors. And at the same time, I also feel like you can't tell your friends everything about your relationship. Same thing can be with family too. Plus, some people hold on to the stuff that you say. I'm one of those people, like, I feel like I'm a good listener because I listen to hear what they're going to say. But after, like, the conversation, like, it just disappears. Like, I don't never really feel the need to regurgitate something that somebody has said to me. That's just me personally. And I guess that kind of makes me a good listener. I guess confidant. Confidant or confidant. One of those words. Y'all know. You know what I'm saying. So everybody's not like that though. Some people, if you tell your friends, and I've even had this happen where I did share too much information with a friend, and then she came back and was like, "You mean like last time when he such and such?" And you get a little bit in your feelings, like, "Girl, dang, you holding on to the remembrance of last time?" Like, I was just saying that to get it out off my chest. And that's a lot of things when it comes to when you talk to your friends and stuff about your relationship. Most times it's not necessarily that you want them to figure out your problems or you want them to know the details. You just want to get it out. But not everybody is good friends to get it out with. You know what I mean? Some people will start looking at your man weird and differently because of the fact that you did point out these flaws and stuff like that. Me personally, I'm one of those in and out girls like, "Oh, you said that." Okay. like I move on. Like, she's just upset. She's just mad. She just needed to get it off her chest. Okay. They're going to be in love tomorrow. But not everybody thinks like that. So I think you have to be extremely picky with who you share your information with and who you seek advice from. Because like I said, listen, I'm good at certain areas, but I'm not good in all areas. So I'm not I'm not the professional at all. But I do go seeking people who are in a more advanced level in certain stuff. Like, I wouldn't sit here and talk to a nurse about doctor problems. You know what I mean? Like, it's two different pay grades going on, two different schoolings that had to take place. So that's just how I feel about that. But am I tripping? Do you guys feel like it's okay to yell at your man whenever? It's okay to share all your information with your friends? Because listen, we have best friends. I totally get it. But I do feel like at some point in your life when you guys mature, you guys won't necessarily share every single detail about yourselves in your relationships with them. Because you already know. Like, that's my best friend. She's going to be on my side. That's the other thing. You already know your best friend 9 times out of 10 is going to be on your side. So you may be sounding so retardedly stupid with the way you're processing things. You may not. Listen, like I was about to say, you may not make no sense. You may not make no sense at all. And your friend will be like, "Girl, yeah, it's all him. It's all him." Even if they know that it's you a little bit. So I feel like it's super, it's just a slippery slope to go to your friends for relationship advice or to tell them all your relationship business. Plus, I don't ever want to feel like somebody has an up on my man that he doesn't know about. You know what I mean? Like, I don't want them to know certain things about him and he thinks that it's just been between me and him and I've shared it with the world. You know? I don't know. I just think about that today because I saw some people. Actually, I was at the store the other day and this lady was just going off on her husband. Like, it was to the point that when they got to the car was moving like. I'm like, do we need to call 911? Is something happening here? And it just had me thinking about that. Like, mm-mm, mm-mm, mm-mm. And then I ended up watching a YouTube video that was like something similar to that, except she had her friend with her. And so the girl was going off, and then the friend started going off too, not knowing really what was going on, but just like, "Yeah, you're not going to touch my friend. You're not going to touch this." Just piggybacking pretty much off of what her best friend had told her. And I'm just like, I feel like all these scenarios are just wrong. I feel like you're going about things the wrong way. This is the hostile way. And listen, I don't want a hostile relationship. I really don't. Because I already know I'm not about drama. I'm not about, I suck at fighting in terms of verbally when it comes to the people that I care for. Now, if you're somebody off the street, listen, I can go for miles a day. But when it comes to people I care for, it's because I care about them so much that sometimes I try when I'm arguing with you not to necessarily go for the jugular because I've been known to go for the jugular. So either I won't talk to you or, and I find that to be a lot better that I just don't talk. I just be like, okay, so I'm done talking to you for a while. As opposed to me digging in my bag and putting my case forward and coming with facts and receipts and pictures and details. You know what I mean? This is me. That's just me. But these folks out here don't be caring. Okay? My generation, they don't be caring. And they'll record it, which is the crazy part. Because I actually saw somebody recently and it was all over the internet, ended up going viral. A lady was going off on her husband's mother because she was sitting in the front seat. And when I tell you she was like cussing at her mother-in-law, she was just yelling in the streets. And it was just like, and I told you, talking to her husband, I didn't want her like going off in her. It was just a mess. I'm just like, why? There's no other way that this can be done. It has to be this vulgar and this publicized and this just rage and fury in front of hundreds and thousands of people. You guys are recording it. It just doesn't make sense to me. It just doesn't. Like, I don't want to say I'm as proper, but I don't want my relationship to be put on blast like that. Especially not by strangers who can record everything. Like, So what do you think? Do you think it's okay to disrespect your man in public? Do you think it's okay to tell your best friends and everything all the complete details and ins and outs of your relationship? Or do you think something should be private and some stuff should just be taken care of behind closed doors in the privacy of your home where you done simmer down a little bit, you're thinking a little more logically and clearly? Or is it just a free fall? Or do you just not care? Let me know in the comment section. I'm gonna wrap this video up here because we don't went on a long little tangent all over the place like always. So yes, if you like videos like this, definitely like, comment, and subscribe. Talk to me down in the chat section. Let's see what y'all think. My leg itching and stuff. Look, it's struggle. But I love this top though. It's the distraction for me. This is really cute. I like this look. It make me want to get like a black blazer to make it look even more spicy. But listen, all right. Thank you guys so much for watching. You already know I will see you later. Bye. Have a good day.